Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube channel. Good morning. Hope you are all staying safe and keeping well. I sincerely thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel and follow the channel. If you find the contents of the videos uploaded in this channel useful, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification or the bell icon so that you can be notified when a video is uploaded. Kindly share the videos with others or on the internet. In the last two episodes of Know Your Personality segment, we focused our attention on the type 5 personality of Enneagramic-Jesus, namely as an observer, investigator. We described the traits, attitudes, and qualities Jesus displayed in living his type 5 personality that helped him not to get caught up in type 5 compulsion of knowing more, avoidance of emptiness, and their consequent pitfalls, such as being too aloof, being an investigator of problems, being an observer of events, not taking initiatives, being stingy in giving his time and sharing his knowledge, and dodging social interactions. Instead, despite his reflective and quiet nature, Jesus was a man of dialogue, participated fully in everyday living, generously gave other people his time and knowledge, and reached out to others in relationships. In this episode, we will talk about how Enneagram Type 5 persons can learn to deal with their compulsion and avoidance from the Enneagramic-Jesus Type 5 personality, thereby live a compulsion-free and avoidance-free life with themselves, others, and God. Firstly, in living his type 5 personality, the Enneagramic Jesus knew well that his compulsion to know more, his avoidance of emptiness, and the consequent love for wisdom and knowledge could make him run away from people to seek quietness, solitude, and silence so as to reflect on life's events, attain the knowledge he desired, and to fill his emptiness. However, Jesus, unlike an Enneagram Type 5 person, never allowed his compulsion, avoidance, and their consequences to fall into the trap of aloofness and isolation from others. Jesus made sure that his reflective and wisdom-loving nature did not make him to get lost in his own inner thought world. Jesus was never bored of people's company, nor was he weary of commitment to people and close-knit groups. As Jesus began his public ministry, he formed the apostolic community that consisted of 12 apostles and himself, and they lived together day in and day out. Thus, Jesus was able to balance his desire for solitude, reflection, and knowledge by avoiding aloofness, by not getting lost in the thought world, by loving the company of people, by making effort to be involved in the life of people in his inner circle. As an Enneagram Type 5 person, you can learn from Type 5 personality of Enneagramic Jesus his ability to balance his being drawn inward with his outer life of relationship, interaction, and being with people of his inner circle. Secondly, in living his Type 5 personality, Enneagramic Jesus' compulsion to know more and avoidance of emptiness made him believe that one can have a sense of security only through thinking and logic, as truth and certainty about a given situation can only be achieved when one retreats into one's mind to dissect all aspects of the situation in question and understand it thoroughly. However, unlike an Enneagram Type 5 person, Type 5 Enneagramic Jesus never suffered from intellectual arrogance and pride. He neither considered anybody as commonplace people nor treated anybody as ordinary folks, because they were not able to engage in hard logic, serious study, and not able to grasp real issues. Type 5 Enneagramic Jesus was a thinker who really cared for people he encountered in his life. So he was never cynical about and disrespectful of people who were simple and ordinary. This is clear from the way Jesus treated his apostles. He never condemned them for their lack of understanding. He was never sarcastic or scornful of them for their ignorance. He took kindly and seriously and listened with genuine understanding even those questions that seemed silly, foolish, or stupid, and answered them with consideration. He was always patient towards people and explained his teaching in the manner they can easily grasp and understand. As an Enneagram Type 5 person, you can learn from Type 5 Enneagramic-Jesus the quality of valuing people not just based on the quality of their intellectual abilities, but in terms of what they are in the depths of their being, that is, in relation to their heart qualities. Thirdly, in living his Type 5 personality, Enneagramic-Jesus' compulsion to know more and avoidance of emptiness made him to focus more on the rational and the analytical, preferred objectivity to subjectivity, and favored facts or data over emotional aspect. However, unlike an Enneagram Type 5 person, Type 5 Enneagramic-Jesus was neither a mere observer of events nor simply an investigator of problems to find solutions. His desire for reflection, silence, solitude, and think through problems neither made him to leave taking initiatives and carrying out social activities to others, nor made him avoid the company of people, whether they were his friends or foes. Though Jesus spent nights and early morning hours away from the people in the mountains and hills to enjoy solitude that was dear to him, he spent the day hours with people. Jesus not only had within him factual intelligence that helped him to understand reality logically, but also emotional intelligence that helped him to relate to people in the personal and emotional level. Thus, Jesus was not only an observer and investigator, but also a real participant in life who was involved with people and cared for them. He was not only a man of reflection who can think through problems and find solutions, but also a man of dialogue who was in communion with and communicating to people. As an Enneagram Type 5 person, you can learn from Type 5 Enneagramic-Jesus the quality of maintaining the right balance between interacting with the world and withdrawing from it, so that you can truly be like Jesus, a man of reflection who has solution to people's problems, and a man of dialogue who cares for the people and involved in people's concerns. Fourthly, Type 5 Enneagramic-Jesus, like an Enneagram Type 5 person, did not allow his compulsion of knowing more, avoidance of emptiness, and their consequent pitfalls to be miserly in giving his time to others and to be stingy in sharing his knowledge and wisdom with others. Jesus' desire for reflection did not make him shun people out of his life. In fact, Jesus was a wise man who cared about people, deeply loved them, and was ready to do what he could do for others. So he was always available to people, particularly the ones in need who wanted his advice. As an Enneagram Type 5 person, you can learn from Type 5 Enneagramic-Jesus the qualities of being generous with your time and magnanimous in sharing with others your knowledge and wisdom. As an Enneagram Type 5 person, if you model your life after the Type 5 personality of Enneagramic-Jesus and live the above mentioned qualities in your life, you will realize the value of connecting yourself with others in the physical sphere by engaging in physical activities together with others, and in the emotional level by interacting with others, in the personal level and building good and healthy relationship with others. Concretely, it would imply that firstly, you learn to connect to and work through your emotions. Secondly, you take time to be with others, listen to them, and sharing your thoughts and feelings with them. Thirdly, you cultivate attitudes of appreciation and gratitude towards those in your closer circle of life, and make every effort to communicate with people you love and care. Fourthly, you become conscious of your tendency to withdraw and go into your shell, and break this tendency by engaging with others at least periodically. This in turn would bring into your Enneagram Type 5 personality greater balance between interacting with people in the world and withdrawing from them, thereby greater happiness and fulfillment in your life. In the next 6 episodes, we will spell out the spiritual journey of Enneagram Type 6, the loyalist skeptic. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.